Right now at 6, an update on your forecast as events like Moon Tunes and summer festivals kick off this week. And one of Wisconsin's congressional representatives is pushing a bill that would further define what dairy means when it comes to milks.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 6.
Good evening and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 6. I'm Dua Esrar. Ken is off tonight. Moon Tunes kicks off tonight. Here is a live look from Riverside Park where Tom Wopat and the Midwestern All-Stars Band are kicking off the season. It's been warm out there, but some areas could see a sprinkle or two. Let's check in with the weather with First Warn meteorologist Eric Dean. Eric, 90 degrees, but a few sprinkles here and there?
That's right. Some places across the Coulee region seeing some stray showers at this hour, and that trend will continue as we go into your evening and overnight hours. In terms of the highs for today, hey, we were back into the 80s and 90s. We made it to 93 in La Crosse. 88 was the high in Winona, 89 Black River Falls, 90 in Eau Claire. 92 was the high in Boscobel. And outside right now we have a mix of sun and clouds out there. 86 is the current temperature at the airport, 84 at the station. Humidity is at 43% with winds out of the southwest at 9 miles per hour. We're at 77 in Eau Claire. Feels like 79 out there with winds out of the southeast at 22 miles per hour. And you guys are seeing a gust as high as 31 miles per hour. And right now we're seeing temperatures in the 70s and 80s across the Coulee region. So if you have plans for tonight, it's definitely a gorgeous night to do so. Here's a look at the radar scan, and you can see over towards the Eau Claire area, seeing a nice little round of thunderstorm activity. Over towards the Chippewa Falls area, you guys are seeing some heavy rain as well. Then we move the map a little bit south, just to the south of La Crosse, over towards the Viroqua area to the north and west of Boscobel, seeing a rogue thunderstorm or two. Now, as we help you plan your Friday, here's a sneak peek. We'll see temperatures in the upper 80s, low 90s. You can see the timeline right there. We'll see temperatures starting off in the upper 60s, low 70s with increasing precip chances. Now, DUA coming up in the First Warn forecast. We will talk about temperatures cooling off next week. But this weekend, I know we've got a lot of things going on in town. It's going to be a great weekend. We'll talk about that in a few minutes.
All right. Thanks, Eric.
You bet.
Well, June is Pride Month, and today Wisconsin's governor kicked off the celebration by raising the Progress flag over the Capitol. This is the second year the state is flying the Progress flag. It's a newer version of the widely recognized rainbow flag and was created to symbolize inclusion of marginalized communities within the LGBTQ community.
Raising the Pride flag today sends a message for all those who've only ever wanted to belong, who've had to find their own family, who've never known home. You belong here. You are family here. You are welcome here.
The flag will fly through the rest of the month. The U.S. flag and Wisconsin state flag will continue flying on the East Wing flagpole above the Pride flag. June is also National Dairy Month, and representatives across Wisconsin are celebrating by speaking with local farmers. Representative Derek Van Orden met with members of his Agriculture Advisory Board. One of the biggest points of discussion was the Dairy Pride Act. The bipartisan legislation aims to stop labeling non-dairy products with dairy names. Van Orden says there is a clear difference between raising almonds and raising cows.
I think it really cheapens the work of our dairy farmers by calling, oat milk. And I got nothing. You want to drink oat milk or almond milk or, stuff from algae or, knock yourself out. But it's just not milk.
The Dairy Pride Act isn't the only bipartisan legislation introduced to protect farmers. Wisconsin Senator Tammy Baldwin is also leading the Farmers First Act of 2023. The bipartisan legislation aims to expand mental health access for farmers. Van Orden says while he believes the issue can't be solved with just additional funding, he is willing to talk to Baldwin about it. A train carrying hazardous materials derailed in Minnesota just south of the Canadian border yesterday. There are no reported injuries and no immediate signs of leaks, but the derailment did close a highway. Kittson County's emergency management director said precautionary measures are being taken in case of leaks. The Canadian Pacific train consisted of 25 cars, including some tank cars carrying an unspecified flammable liquid. There is no information available about a cause just yet. The legalization of marijuana in Minnesota is causing headaches for lawful gun owners. The Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives says anyone who smokes marijuana would be prohibited from possessing firearms or ammunition. Caroline Cummings has the latest.
If you own a gun and want to use marijuana when it's legal later this summer, think again. States giving the green light to cannabis clash with federal law, where prohibition is still on the books.
The fact that they sent out the notice, I think, is a cause for some raised eyebrows.
A warning from the ATF is sounding the alarm for Second Amendment supporters who have long been aware of that state and federal cannabis contradiction, whether it's for medical or recreational use. Rob Dorr with the Minnesota Gun Owners Caucus says gun owners should be aware of those risks.
I think if they weren't planning on enforcing it, they may have just let it go and kind of be a wink, wink, nudge, nudge that yes, it's illegal, but much like other federal cannabis prohibitions, we're not going to be enforcing it.
It's going to be more strictly regulated.
Cannabis attorney Jason Tarasek says that's often the case, the feds turning a blind eye.
It's an interesting song and dance we're going through with the federal government.
Minnesota's new law prohibits sheriffs from denying someone a permit to carry solely because they use marijuana, whether it's medical cannabis or for recreational use. But again, federal law says otherwise.
Tarasek and Dorr both wish there was any action in Washington to clear things up.
It'd be great to get some clearer guidance from the federal government that would make people in legal markets more comfortable, that they don't need to be worried about the federal government knocking on their door.
Carrying a weapon while intoxicated is prohibited, and that includes being high on marijuana. This isn't the only federal hurdle. Cannabis businesses also face tax and banking issues. A new bill is hoping to help nurses provide the best possible care. Dubbed the APRN Modernization Act, the proposal would allow advanced practice registered nurses work without physician supervision or collaboration. With Wisconsin witnessing a physician shortage, the APRN Modernization Act is a legislative proposal that aims to solve this problem. Health leaders say this would benefit smaller and more rural communities.
This would help attract and retain more advanced practice providers to these areas because they can practice to their full scope. Whereas, especially for us in the Coulee region, we have the option to work in bordering states like Iowa and Minnesota that already allow for full scope.
APRNs are able to provide safe and high quality care comparable to physicians, which increases the demand for them. To help people grieving with the loss of a loved one, Black River Memorial Hospital is lending a helping hand. The hospital is relaunching their grief support session called Life After Loss. The goal of the group is to provide a safe space for people to share their struggles and normalize the impacts of grief. The group also provides shared resources to help fight isolation. Hospital leaders said these support sessions go a long way.
When an individual is going through a really traumatic time like that, for us to be able to have a part in helping them to find that community is really important for us to be able to provide to our patients.
If you or someone you know is interested in joining a session, they are on Thursdays from 5 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. in the Maple Room of Black River Memorial Hospital. Pre-registration is preferred but not required. For more information, call the number on your screen or visit our website, news8000.com. Still ahead, a celebration of new home ownership. Habitat is handing over the keys to a family moving into a refurbished century-old home. And later, it's pool season. The rundown on the opening of La Crosse Pools. A century-old home is getting new life as Habitat for Humanity hands over the keys to its next new homeowner. Andrea Baum and her kids will be moving into this house on 6th Street in La Crosse at the end of the month. Habitat held a dedication ceremony today. The house was built in the 1880s, and Baum, along with volunteers, put in hundreds of hours of work into the house. For Baum, this home means having a permanent, safe place to stay for her and her family.
I think once we move in, a part of me just is going to be more complete. There's always been that missing piece of not having a home to go home to or something that we've had in the family. So I'm really excited just to have that piece kind of like fulfilled and kind of go forward in the future for future generations in my home.
All Habitat homeowners put in 350 sweat equity hours and take financial literacy and first-time homeowner classes before purchasing the home from Habitat. The house has 3 bedrooms, a crafting room, and a backyard for her kids to play in. After the break, it's the start of summer festival season. We get a look at the setup of June Dairy Days in West Salem.
And I'm meteorologist Eric Dean with a look at your forecast for tonight. We'll see temperatures in the mid-60s. We're going to keep the precip chances in the forecast as we go throughout tomorrow and the weekend. We'll time everything out with my 8-day forecast on the other side of the break. Stay with us.
Expect more from News 8 Now. Thanks for watching.
The City of La Crosse pools will be opening this Saturday. Erickson Pool, Northside Community Pool, and Veterans Memorial Pool will be open through August. Admission to the pools will cost $4 per person, and children 2 years or under must wear an approved swimming diaper. There is also free admission days during the summer at these pools. Those dates include Sunday, June 18th, which is Father's Day and my birthday, Tuesday, July 4th, and Sunday, August 20th. For more information, we'll post a link on our website. West Salem is getting ready to celebrate a hallmark of Wisconsin, dairy. Enjoy food, music, and carnival games at West Salem's 53rd annual June Dairy Days Festival. The festival kicks off tomorrow and will run through Sunday. After all their hard work and preparation for Dairy Days, organizers say they're excited that festival season has begun.
This is our kickoff festival, or what starts most of the summer festivals. So it's a lot of fun to come down and family friendly. And
the festival kicks off tomorrow at noon. The carnival, food, and beer tents at Village Park will open at 5 p.m. followed by Friday night fireworks at 10 p.m. For more information about the festival, we posted a link on news8000.com. And tonight, Moon Tunes is happening in downtown La Crosse. Here is a live look from Riverside Park. Tom Wopat and the Midwestern All-Stars are kicking off the concert series. Moon Tunes happens every Thursday night. There's food trucks, beer, and beverage vendors, and the Pearl is selling ice cream. Next week, Moon Tunes is welcoming a Beatles tribute and a Doors tribute to the stage. And Eric, I think that this is the perfect weather for festivals.
Oh, most definitely. The rain is holding off, at least in La Crosse. Some places seeing a stray shower or two at this hour, but not a bad evening. Definitely get out there and enjoy it. Just make sure you do stay hydrated if you do go out. As for today, we were in the 90s. Not a bad day whatsoever. Take a look here at the numbers. We made it to 93 after a morning start of 66. 78, 56 is where we should be. For this time of year, we were 3 shy of tying a record set back in 1934, and then the record low is 33, set back all the way in 1897. So we'll go ahead and put 93 up here for the month. You can see we're in a new month now, and today is also the first day of meteorological summer. So right now we have the one day, only day, above average. Now we are seeing some rain and thunderstorm activity on the radar scan right now. We'll go ahead and zoom the map in. And I want to draw your attention over towards portions of Chippewa County, because you can see right there that line of thunderstorms that's pushing its way over towards, let's say, the Cornell area just to the north and east of Chippewa Falls. You can see right here. Here's the Cornell area, and you can see that line of thunderstorms about 10, 11 miles away, and we are seeing some hail right here being picked up with this system. So that's something we'll keep an eye on over the next several minutes. So we take a look here at the weather in motion, and you're noticing one thing. This system is taking a south to north track. So this guy right here is going to be responsible for the rain as we go into your evening and overnight hours. But like yesterday and like the day before, not everybody will see it, but the ones who do see it, though, will get a nice little downpour, and we need it. So here's the setup. We have a low pressure system in charge right now, and this is going to continue to push its way up and over into the Coulee region as we go throughout your evening and overnight hours. And Sky Tracker right now showing Friday morning. We'll start the day off with a mixture of sun and clouds. Temperatures will be in the 60s from top to bottom. As we go into the afternoon, evening hours, there is one discrepancy with Sky Tracker. It keeps us in the low to mid 80s for tomorrow. I'm not buying that. I think we're going to go back into the upper 80s, low 90s, but you can see the precip chances will stay in play. Then they'll dwindle down Friday night. And then by Saturday morning, we'll start the day off with partly cloudy skies and the precip chances pick up yet again. You can see here on the broad perspective of Sky Tracker. Friday morning, we'll start the day off with a mixture of sun and clouds. There's that southerly flow I was talking about. And you can see right there by Friday night, the rain chances pick up, thunderstorm chances dwindle down. Then we do it all over again Saturday. Abundant sunshine to start, and then precip chances will pick up yet again. So the details of the first warn forecast for tonight will go to 67 degrees. We'll keep the scattered shower in play. Otherwise, mostly cloudy skies. Winds will be out of the southeast at around 5 to 10 miles per hour. The next 8 days keeps us in the upper 80s, low 90s for tomorrow. Saturday, we go to 92 degrees with a thunderstorm chance. Sunday, 91 with abundant sunshine. And then upper 80s for Monday with a rain chance. Low 80s, even upper 70s across portions of the area for Tuesday and Wednesday with a rain chance. I know we got a lot of things going on this weekend. Definitely a great weekend to get out and enjoy it. Just make sure you take the rain gear just in case you get under a stray shower or two. But more importantly, make sure you stay hydrated.
Stay hydrated and don't forget sunscreen.
Yes. Yes.
Big key. All right, coming up in sports, a busy night on the softball field for a few of our area teams. Plus, the Brewers were in action earlier today looking for the series win over Toronto. Rob has the highlights next.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now's Rob Schiff.
Big night for a few of our high school softball teams. 3 squads have a chance to punch their ticket to the state tournament next week in Madison. All they need is a win tonight in the sectional finals. We'll get to that in a bit, but we'll start on the diamond in Toronto. The Brewers bounced back nicely last night with a 4-2 victory. The Crew looking for the series win today against the Blue Jays. Unfortunately for the Brewers, they had no answer for Toronto's Kevin Gausman. The big righty was lights out this afternoon. Gets Rowdy Tellez in the first. Then Willie Contreras goes down swinging. 6 2/3, 11 Ks for Gausman. The Blue Jays providing the power early. Bo Bichette to dead center. Solo shot puts Toronto up 1. Still in the first. Man on for the former lacrosse logger, Matt Chapman. He takes this one the other way for a 2-run blast. Blue Jays put up a 3 spot in the first, and that was more than enough, especially when you get defense like this in the second. Kevin Kiermaier laying out in right center, full extension. What a catch on the run. Brewers fall in the rubber game 3-1. Speaking of the Loggers, what a night it was at the Lumberyard last night. Lacrosse opening up its 2-game set against Waterloo in dramatic fashion. Bottom 10, Dylan Kordick plays the hero. Blake Whiting comes in to score the winning run. Loggers walk it off in the 10th. 10-9 the final over the Bucks. Lacrosse will look for the sweep tonight against Waterloo. Loggers are 3-0 so far to start the season. They'll be looking for their 4th straight win tonight. First pitch scheduled for 6:35. Let's take a look at our schedule tonight on the softball field. The Wildcats have a chance to punch their ticket to the state tournament. They're playing Stratford tonight. We'll have highlights from this one later on at 10. In Division II, the West Salem softball team will be looking to clinch a spot in the state tournament as well. Panthers needing a win tonight over Turner in the sectional final. In Division V, Seneca also looking to secure a trip to Madison next week. They'll need to take care of Assumption first. Lots of great action tonight on the Wisconsin side. As for Minnesota, the Winona softball team also looking for a section championship tonight. Winhawks will be taking on Byron. So Ken, I have a bone to pick with Ken because he's not here for arguably the most important couple of days in our in the sports world, state track. But me, Cade, we're going to try to do the best we can. We got a couple part-time legends coming to help us out tomorrow. And I just want to make it to Sunday to see The Little Mermaid, which you haven't seen yet. She hasn't even seen the cartoon yet.
No, I haven't. I've never seen. Well, okay, because I was obsessed with Belle as a kid, so then I was like, this is the only princess I ever have to care about.
Thumbs down. I'm not really looking forward to the live action. I think none of them have really been that good. Jungle Book was good, but we'll see. We'll cross our fingers.
We'll be right back after this.
All right, the next 8 days keeps us into the upper 80s, low 90s for tomorrow. We have thunderstorm chances tomorrow and Saturday. Plenty of sunshine for Sunday.
Love it.
Love the weather. Thank you for watching News 8 Now. We'll see you back here later tonight at 10.